if they got the capital, got the pussy for the money, you got the money for the pussy.
Hey, you guys, what up? It's your boy Ty. So we are back today with episode 13, season 17, recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I believe they called it Kills, Chaos, and Reads or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. But at any rate, with that being said, y'all let me know how the sound is. I got this mic off Amazon Home. I know that's right. You know, F capitalism and Jeff Bezos bald headed ass. Shout out to his wife. If she want to donate to a worthy black cause, I'm right here. I'm just saying. It's her name, Miss McKenzie. Hey, Miss McKenzie, how you doing? My name is Tyson. But nonetheless, I wish we had a black on Amazon. That would be nice, minus the capitalism and modern day slavery. But neither here nor there. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the damn review. Y'all know I'm a mess. Hope y'all are doing okay. So let's start. My first note is private jet or private flight? Question mark. Because it looked like there was enough people for production of the women. So I said, okay, budget is budgeting. That's good. I think for the most part, everybody looked good stepping on the plane. My next bulletin point was I'm so used to having Derek here, I done forgot the bags. So that made me put pause because maybe Derek is just being an asshole because, for men, it's just like a ritual to embarrass their women in public, especially on television, it seems, especially the black ones. Hate to say it. They ain't the only ones now, but it's a concerted effort. And even when you think they decent, like Todd, and until you pull up certain clips and all that shit. Or fucking no, Todd is the only one that was a black man that I thought was half decent on the show. I think Willie and Akeisha on Bell Collective, he didn't seem to, be in that gender role shit or do her wrong or no shit like that. And then the one that's on there now, what is it? Carrie and is his name Chris? I don't know. I don't watch the show. I watched the collective, or I watched the reviews from certain creators, Misha, Rodney the Voice, Erica De Niro. Like I watch their reviews. I don't watch the shows because I do feel like OWN is oppressed women's network. People. But with that being said, so maybe Derek's just acting. I don't fucking know. He was well behaved the last episode, but every other episode before that, he was pissing me off. I'm very big on like public embarrassment. I don't like stuff like that, especially when it's supposed to be your wife, the mother of your kids, the father of your kids, whatever the case may be. By the way, y'all let me know how the mic sounds. So at any rate, my next bulletin point I put was Phaedra getting that white man together. Good job, Phaedra. I love seeing black people, most of black women, because y'all niggas, y'all kind of cowards sometimes. But it's always good to see a black person get a white person together. Whether it's racial or not, it just does something to my black soul. It does. Kudos to you. One up for the ancestors. And I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back. I said what I said. Oh, hold up now. All right, there we go. But at any rate, I put my next point. Kay's hilarious. This is gonna be amazing. And then she said, "Sounds so fake." And I ain't gonna lie, somebody who has like a sarcastic sounding voice, like when I say stuff and it sounds fake, I do be calling that out. So that made me laugh, like on a relatable level. My next point was when Kelly said, "Is there a hood in Scotland? Is there black people in Scotland?" And I ain't gonna lie, at first you like, okay, this sound ignorant, but I ain't gonna lie. When I was watching Traders, it did cross my mind. It did. I mean, black people are everywhere, we know. And as K. Michelle says, black is black. That made me laugh. Now, when she called him African American, and the producer was like, "He's Scottish," and she was like, "Black is black." Now, is it K? Because this damn foundation, fire the makeup artist, fire their ass. And then on top of that, you put a fucking blonde wig on it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You're a nigga.
It's not helping. I've seen people allege that K. Michelle is bleaching. I know that when you do dermatology, when you get a dermatologist and they start exfoliating, doing chemical peels, all that stuff, your skin is naturally going to lighten up. And K. Michelle, I think people like to act like K. Michelle used to be like damn near Kenya or Shamea shade. She wasn't that damn dark. So it's possible that she just got skin work. I don't see K. Michelle being so forthright about her ass leaking and the surgeries that she gotten, but then not telling y'all I wanted to lighten my skin a couple shades. Like, and with the colorist society we live in, like, if somebody did want to do that, I mean, it'd be fucked up. I would hate it for them that they felt the need to do that, but can y'all be upset when y'all all walking around colorist as fuck, anti-black as fuck? Like, can y'all really be that upset and be calling it out left and right? It's almost like the conversation with Lil Kim. I don't like how black people are so willing to dump on her and Michael Jackson, I feel like y'all give a pass. But other artists who might have lightened their skin or gotten work done that clearly screams some insecurities about them maybe being anti-black or having anti-black views, but y'all aren't willing to unpack colorism, texturism, and featurism. So it's almost like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. You contribute to the problem, but then you want to call somebody out when they're the problem. But neither nor there, I say all that to say. Yeah, that foundation and that blonde wig was not helping. But I'm willing to believe that she got a dermatologist skin to lighten up because she don't look, I don't know, she don't look that different to me. And then lighting, foundation, all that stuff can be tricky too when you're taking pictures and photos and stuff like that. But when I see her in scenes, she still looks, it's not that different to me. But neither here nor there. Friend bankruptcy, that was funny, Pinky. Pinky was the comedic relief for a lot of this episode, especially with that dark, nasty energy that Angela had from start to finish on the trip. I'm gonna have to watch some creators who I would like them in the beginning when the season first started, and then as we started going on, I was like, oh, you a little jaded towards this person, that person. And we all biased. We all have our, biases. Your judge does, your, teacher does, everybody does. But I would be interested to see how some of those people are viewing Big Ange and her energy that she is exuding this episode. So I'm gonna tune into a couple of the people that I was like, I'm gonna have to tap out when they was kind of drinking the bullshit from other castmates. But neither here nor there. That's nasty. I put LMAO, Idris Elba. Now, if they was brothers or cousins, I wouldn't be shocked, but he don't look like Idris. And it took me out that K. Michelle said, fuck no, pretty much. And then when she said African American, the producer was like, he's Scottish. And she was like, black is black. I hollered. But at any rate, next I put Banjo, ... Oh, Portia. And then I put the way Phaedra pats her when she say dumb shit. And like, that's been a thing. It's one of the things that makes frickin' frack enjoyable to watch. Phaedra be coming through like a black auntie. Oh, baby. The children is touched. So at any rate, next bulletin point, I put Shamea is funny to me. I don't care what nobody say. She had me laughing in the confessionals. And then I put, like, people say Shamea is corny, but to me, she's more like goofy. Corny to me is like, I don't want to be around somebody who's corny. Goofy, I can deal with. I have goofy ways about myself. But corny is like that nigga that was dancing, that be dancing, the big nigga, what's his name, Big Groove or whatever. Like, corny is like that, like minstrel, like, if you got a stance of, like, for instance, if you're a black person and you got an issue with another black person who got an issue with somebody saying nigga, to me, that's corny. Because even if you don't care about it, why is your black ass fighting another black person? Like, that to me is corny. Like, there's levels to it. That was a little extreme. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like, corny is a character flaw for me. Goofy, I can deal with goofy. Mickey Mouse dealt with it. Why can't I? So I don't care about somebody being corny. To me, Shamea was making me laugh. And then I put Drew is fading into the background, like, for the first 10 minutes. And then I had to look at her hair to see where she was at in the house because I was like, damn, did she not show up again? Because she has been late and shit. There was no confessional of her. We barely even saw her walking through the airport or anything. So I was like, damn, is Drew here? But, I mean, she does, clock in later on. And then I put congrats Shamea for getting the role of Trina. I don't know if Trina's the one that's playing Pinky, but it sounds like she does have a role. So I'm interested to see who got the role of who was supposed to be Pinky, because it doesn't sound like it was that role. But I mean, you know, congratulations on her for getting the role. Um, if Pinky is serious about this and gets this greenlit, you know, this could be a good opportunity for everybody involved. So, and you got to start somewhere. So I don't believe in, you know, like one thing that rubbed me the wrong way is when Candy was put on her productions and her shows, and basically Nene and it was somebody else, but basically they was trying to make Candy shit look like the Chitlin Circuit, and it's like, okay, but look at where Candy's at now. Like, did she not get an EGOT, or is she about to get an EGOT, or was trying to, and like you know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere, basically. And if we can support Drew and her Tubi shit, then we can support anybody. Like I don't like when people get elitist like that. If somebody can start off on a Netflix production, that's great for them, but odds are that's not gonna be the case. Unless you're a serial killer of a certain pigment or something, then you might get you a special. I don't know where, but neither no damn just saying. I don't know.
Boom. Yeah.
But congratulations to Shamea. And then casting is closed. LOL. And then I put Angela. Why the energy? And then I put also good to Pinky for saying no to the cameo. I'm not. I wish people wouldn't see a cast of or a show with a cast of housewives and typecast it. But at the end of the day, mentally, that's what people are gonna do. So the fact that Pinky is a smart enough businesswoman to say, nah, we don't need all these housewives on this shit, like that's good. The fact that she even included, excuse me, she's included in it, which is herself. I mean, producing it, but still. And then, you know, offered Drew and Shamea to audition. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's enough housewives right there. But yeah, at any rate, Pinky, she was having me cracking up in confessionals and on the and in the scenes. I put for my next bulletin point, Kelly was right about being vulnerable. Like, you'll be vulnerable like Pinky was on the plane with Angela, and then the first fight y'all have, you throwing my shit that I told you in my face. You know what I'm saying? And then I put, let's see. My notes is chicken scratch, y'all. And on top of that, y'all see that, child? Just a mess. Popcorn stains. My God, today.
Let's work on that.
Probably gonna have some more on my next review that I do for this movie, because, child, it's just something about popcorn and a movie. It just go together. Bitch, you are not. You are not. Oh my God, amazing. Is I'm American. A minority. There we go. Oh my God. When Angela was saying she don't feel supported, you're literally cozying up to the OGs. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there were moments here and some others where they kind of left you out to dry, which we'll get into that a little later, but you are definitely supported by them and by the fans. So I don't know what Angela is talking about. But when Shamea said, bitch, you are not a minority, LOL. And then I put East represented. Wait.
Are you sure about that? Oh!
East represented, each represent, cast represented. What am I trying to say? Why the energy? No on the cameo. Cast represented. Yeah, I didn't get that part either. Like, when Cynthia is carrying Angela's shit back to Shamea as if she knew what happened, as if she was there to see the interaction. So I don't know what the fuck she's talking about by you're not carried or, you know, represented by the cat. I don't know. I don't know what Angela's talking about. Like last year, I could have gave you that with the way they was playing on you and Charles Head Top, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Angela's energy this whole trip was aggravating as fuck. And I was like, I said it on the phone with my friend because she called me about last year's. Sorry, I might have hit the mic. She called me about last year she wanted to find out. I'm sorry. She wanted to find out. She was going back and forth on, of all places, Threads. Hold up. Threads of all places with this. Oh my God. Threads of all places with this lady. And there we go. Threads of all places. And I said, oh Lord, Threads. But she had called me and she was like, did Shamea ever really give lapdog? Like, when did she give it last season? And I said, the only time that you could really say Shamea gave lapdog is when she set up that meeting with Portia and Ralph. But if you watch the scene, Shamea looks uncomfortable the whole scene. And then, if I am Drew, I'm upset with Shamea for setting the shit up. But the minute Portia asked my husband that I'm trying to divorce for information on me, and not only that, but how he eats pussy verbatim, she said something like that. I don't quite remember. Portia said a lot of shit, but she said something to the effect of how does he eat it or something like that. I'm no longer upset with Shamea. We can argue that out and hash that out by the end of this season. This bit, go naked. Next season, I'm on your ass. That's how I look at things. However, I did have to tell my friend, I think at this point we're watching Real Housewives of Potomac. Portia has too much power. It was rumored, Marlo said it, and I could believe it, to be honest. And I wouldn't even really be mad at it, to be honest, because I think Kenya was drained of Marlo season 13 or season 14 and 15. Because, like, you're trying to force conflict where it's not even there, and we supposed to be cool. And that seems like how Kenya and Marlo, that's how Marlo wants to relate to Kenya, is conflict. You know what I'm saying? And then we can't forget the infamous season 9 scene where she was talking about, that's why your own mother doesn't even want you. And I'm like, bro, we are arguing over fucking what? Like, it wasn't even that serious to say that shit. But at any rate, nonetheless, her and Portia band together to kick Marlo off. And I could believe it. Portia didn't want to discuss Simon, and Kenya didn't want to deal with the headache that is Marlo. So, I mean, I could believe that shit. Like, they do have some power if they band together in numbers. You know how we know how Giselle works Potomac with the icing out and stuff and all that, and the behind the scenes work. So I mean, that's what we got. I'm not even mad at Angela and Drew for playing the long game with Portia. If that's what they're both doing, I think that's what Angela's doing. I don't know for sure about Drew, although she did make some remarks later on in this episode that I bring up back up to say, hey, maybe she is. In fact, let me just bring it up. When she mentioned that thing about Portia bringing up Shamea Kiss Candy in the club or whatever, like those were little moments where I was like, you know, you got your Go Naked contract, but how you really feeling is coming out right now because you're being a little messy right now, and your puppet master right there. So I kind of made me pause a little bit, but neither here nor there. I say all this to say, I don't know where I was going with that. This is the show we're watching by way of Anchored by Portia. So this is what we're getting. People are gonna, you know, bend to her will more or less, kiss the ring more or less in one way or another. Sometimes it's interesting to watch. Sometimes it's annoying as fuck. Unfortunately, they just need to bring back Kenya or Nene or both. Somebody who can be an anchor, but not like you gotta kiss my ass or I might have your job on the line, because that's kind of what we got going on right now. And if Portia can rally the troops, she can get some shit done, even if she can't do it by herself. But neither here nor there. Is what it is on that. I put congrats, Shamea. Oh yeah, no, I already got that part. Vulnerability, blah blah blah. I put Shamea is handling Angela at a breakfast table. She was. And then I put LOL. Phaedra and Portia just house observing while they're doing all this arguing was taking me the fuck out. And it shows how big this house is because they really didn't even hear them until a little bit later. But I put clock that, Pinky. Where's Fangela? Where, baby, why you doing all this beefing with Shamea? Where the fuck is your fans at, baby? Where the fuck they at? Pinky got her ass with that in that motherfucking confessional. I put K funny, but she made a good point. Now that it's Shamea, we laughing about somebody putting allegations of fucking somebody's husband. But when it's anybody else, we got to take a pause, stop, and see what's going on and all that. Everybody just kind of mousing over the shit. And I think that was a good point. And then I put, Angela, you look whack. Angela. You look whack. I gotta take back what I said on my I didn't finish that part when I mentioned the conversation with my friend. To go back to that real quick, I gotta take back on my review, which y'all should go watch, by the way. My friend Ty, it was an episode of our podcast, and excuse me, I had my parents feature on it. Excuse me. And I was getting their opinions on the Kenya Moore Britt Edie situation last season. And I said Angela is the closest thing we'll have to a Kenya. I gotta take that shit all the fucking way back. I think I've done it in one review or two since this season started, but I gotta say it again because Kenya would not ever move like this. Tenured or not, let's be very honest. Kenya came in the gate swinging. She didn't care who had been there because she came in season 5. She didn't give a fuck if you had been there 4 years, 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, whatever, however long you had been there. If Kenya wanted smoke, she wanted smoke and she was going to do it. It wasn't no playing the long game. And even if she was going to play the long game, she wasn't going to do it by giving a bitch who just said they would fuck her husband an award. What the fuck?
Who the fuck did that?
So I gotta take that shit back. I'm so sorry, Kim Mora. I'm so sorry to Kim Mora. Beyonce. Okay. So anyway, I put Angela, you look whack. And I don't know if I said that, but I do need to say it again. Angela, you look whack as fuck. Let that shit go. Let it the fuck go. Let's see. And then as far as what Angela is alleging based off of him saying, Shamea's so fine, I had to donate. Men say shit all the time. If he didn't say I fucked her, I keep that shit on the playground. And even then, the nigga will lie on his dick. So he'll lie on that too. But like Angela, you don't even sound. What this is whack. And then I put Shamea's giving defensive from Portia.
Girl, shut the. That don't even make no fucking sense.
Girl, shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up.
She's giving defensive over allegations of having an affair. Portia, just because you're hot in the puss and your African didn't work the fuck out, that doesn't mean that Shamea and her motherfucking $9 million house that her nigga bought her, that don't mean that she want her shit to crumble, baby. Let me get this motherfucking camera. That don't mean she want her shit to crumble, baby, just because it didn't work out for you with your African the fuck. What are we even saying? This lady is alleging some shit that could mess up her fucking marriage, and it seems to be bullshit. And then I put Portia's puppets are all in line. They doing her dirty work for her. So she can come off like she's demure and she's over the Shamea stuff and she's just going to let bygones be bygones. They fighting on her behalf because there's no need for all this energy towards Shamea. Shamea didn't lie about somebody drugging and raping her. Shamea didn't steal somebody's husband. Like, what are we even talking about here? And that's not just put all the what if isms on Portia and Phaedra, because other people have done treacherous shit on here. Hell, I love my girl Kenya, but Shamea ain't showed nobody sucking dick at this salon. What the fuck is all this energy over Shamea for? What the fuck? Y'all sound dumb. So anyway, oh Lord, we got to get through these notes because I'm on page 1. I got 3 pages. I got okay. So I put the power to bring us together. What the fuck, Cynthia? What are you even? Cynthia, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. This why Nene and Kenya don't fuck with you like that no more. Flip-flopping ass. The power to put us together. Like Shamea said, Cynthia, that's your position. You're the fucking friend of, really, housewife, if we want to be real. Really the friend of Anchor. Portia, you embarrassing again. You embarrassing this season too, baby. Portia's not a good anchor. And we tried last season. She had the shit going on with Simon that she didn't even want to talk about. A real anchor would have just had this shit head on. If Portia would just walk in with the energy of, I should fuck Charles, which is trifling. Like I've said in my past reviews, it's trifling to say that. But if she would walk in with that energy, if she would walk in with the, hell, Shamea, the energy of, well, I did say that about your daughter because she is sweeter than you. What can you say? And she apologized for it because it wasn't appropriate to say. But she was still standing on business with it. That live, I want to find it. But that live where Portia allegedly told somebody after they said, who husband you gonna steal next? And she said, yours. Stand in it. Stand the fuck in it. So at any rate, I put fireplace in a bathroom is insane. I don't hate it though. I like that. That sounds good. That sounds relaxing. But I also think that Cynthia had only a shower. I don't know if she had a bath too. I would want a bath in my room if I was gonna have a fireplace. Um, I put Angela looks like a circus. Hella pressed. And then I put call Ashley and make a scene. And then I put if you're telling the truth, what's the issue in her calling Ashley? It's giving you want to control the narrative just like you did with Amari. So at any rate, I put Pinky, not Shahoa sounds like a country and a state in Virginia. And then I put it do. It sound like both. That shit was so funny. It's so funny when somebody presses fucking y'all making jokes about what they're saying. But that shit was hilarious. Then I put Pinky is the comedic relief. And then I put Olive Branch, LMA. Oh, that was funny. See, you can call back to earlier season stuff. It's just how you deliver it. But at any rate, I put fussing in. Oh, Portia. The fact that she called it out, though, I give her that. I'm not, or no, and then I put, I'm going to let Angela know it's done. So me, again, I reiterate, Portia and her puppets are in line. And if you notice, what lends credence to me saying that, because everybody's acting like, oh, 1 minute y'all say Portia is dumb and ditzy, then y'all say she's manipulative. First of all, a person can be, first of all, if you watch Girls Trip with Portia and Giselle, she said the way that you react, basically verbatim, she said, when you lose control, you just act like you didn't know what happened. You act aloof, basically. So yes, Portia is ditzy, but she also knows how to play into it to get sympathy and to disarm people into not thinking that she's as dangerous of a person as she is. She did the same thing with Portia, or not with Portia, with Phaedra, season 9 reunion, when she did all that fake ass crying, putting on her best acting role, trying to get her damn BET nomination. Excuse me. And then basically tried to throw it all on Phaedra. You know what I'm saying? As if you was a willing participant, as if you didn't throw that back in Candy's face for revenge points. You cannot get me to believe that Portia actually thought Candy and Todd would do that to her. She wanted to one up her ass in an argument. That's what she did. When we got the reunion, now you crying and you, oh my God, she used you to get to me. Blah, blah, blah. She knows what she's doing. Somebody can be not the smartest toolbox and still be manipulative. I know people like that in my real life. But her saying that word choice of I'm gonna let Angela know it's done. It was interesting to me. And then also, if you fast forward to dinner, although Angela and Shamea did get into it, Angela didn't start it off right off the bat how she normally would. So, like I said, Portia's got her puppets in line. With that being said, I put Phaedra ... This is not the same. Mr. Chocolate, allegedly Mr. Jamal Bryant. Yeah, baby. Apollo didn't doctor up no fucking text messages for your ass. He didn't. And the thing is, you know what's so funny? People give Kenya more a hard time, but if Phaedra had apologized to Kenya, and I get why she couldn't. I do understand. Kenya is fucking beautiful. I think one of the biggest things that people don't want to be honest about is the reason why people were more mad about Kenya and Apollo flirting than Nene and Peter because they weren't fucking flirting is Nene is not a threat in the way that Kenya is. Kenya is a beauty queen. Y'all can say oatmeal pie face, you can say botch butt, you can say whatever you want about Kenya, but Kenya won a fucking beauty queen title. And on top of that, Kenya is stunning. So a woman flirting with your husband that looks like Kenya versus one that looks like Nene, let's just be honest, it's going to hit differently. But I honestly feel like if Phaedra, when Apollo said he lied, if Phaedra had just apologized to Kenya and tried to make somewhat of amends, I honestly think when it came to the Mr. Chocolate stuff, I don't even think Kenya would have said anything. She would have just Tapped out. Hey, I'm good on it. Like, it was almost like we're in conflict. You still trying to say he was lying about the fellatio, but now he's not lying about this. Nah, you got me fucked up. I'm on your ass. And when Cynthia was stuttering at that table, Kenya said, I got this. But yeah, y'all gonna call that bullying. That's what I don't like too. Like, the fans annoy me. If Kenya's a bully, so is everybody else on the motherfucking cast. The fuck? Because if let's be real, Phaedra and Kenya issue started with what was it? The DVD and the slander. It didn't even start with the flirting. Kenya, Portia, Phaedra had no issue with the flirting up until they had issues with the DVD. And then even with Portia and Kenya's issue started when Portia told Kenya, you belong on the curve. That's when the issue started. It ain't had shit to do with the getting my title wrong and all that. They could have talked that out. This is Kenya we talking about. And she tried to warn Portia about Phaedra using her. And what ended up happening in season 9, ladies and gentlemen? You ain't gotta like Kenya, but just like K. Michelle, I'm assuming it's more than likely early, but on point, Kenya was like that. At any rate, let's see. And then I talk about what you done to Shamea in season 9. While you talking about the same thing that was done to Shamea is done to me. They doing both. So yeah. And that part, Phaedra was full of shit. No, ma'am. Not the same situation. And you quite literally also tried to damage her marriage too. And we've never seen you be accountable for it or atone for it or apologize. So go to hell. Next I put Angela then got caught up. And then I put when they put Angela Mouth on Portia, I holler. Production was having fun this episode. It was quite funny. I also put bitch the Lawries in the Ziploc. I felt that, Shamea, because I don't really know what we going into. And Scotland, you know, like if we was in Jamaica and she did it, I'd be like, okay, girl, now you're doing too much. But, you know. And then that's another thing I put later on. I put, have we ate yet? Where the fuck is the food? So I don't know. I mean, Shamea said the soup is wonderful. And I didn't see her reaching the Ziploc, so maybe it was nice and seasoned. I don't know. But, either here or there, I put, for my next note, Shamea ain't have to do that, but Angela, you scrambling as far as like mentioning the daughter in the limo, because now you didn't change what your situation was. Or what your issue was. And then I put the Scotland trap music is hitting. The way they're blending, like, because, you know, it's Atlanta, you know, trap music, but they in Scotland. The way they're blending the background music, it's very nice. I like it. And I put, like, well, THC when I made up Slutty Vegan was funny. Pinky is funny. I like that Shamea called out Pinky's timing with the whole "Are you and K good?" And I like that they also had that conversation outside of the whole group. I put Shamea was accountable and apologized. Boom. Y'all always saying she's not accountable and she don't apologize. Here we go. Editing Tyson here. Real quick, let's also let the record show that Shamea apologized to Angela last year. So for y'all to act like Shamea never takes accountability, she never apologizes, y'all are full of shit. We have never seen Portia give a genuine apology on this show because I really don't think she's able to perform emotions as a normal human being, if we're being honest. But we've never seen her apologize genuinely for shit that she's done on this show since she's come on as a terrorist after attacking Kenya and anybody else who doesn't buy into her bullshit, albeit verbally or physically, if need be, or if she deems it need be. And don't bring up that shit with Drew last season. It's so obvious that she saw the reception from the fans and wanted to get in front of it. So she gave that forced stance apology. She's never been atoned or apologetic for any of her behavior. Even at least Nene has been able to give a genuine apology. And some of these other women, Kenya apologizes, Cynthia has apologized. Everybody else can apologize except for Phaedra and Portia. So kill that shit with Shamea never being accountable. It's bullshit and we tired, we through. It's through, we tired. Also, I didn't really hone in on the fact that Ashley had Angela looking like a fool on the damn phone. That's why her ass hung up. And not Shamea said, y'all talked for only 2 minutes? But they want her to kiss the feet of the people who she's in conflict with. That's what accountability y'all want, and I don't know who the fuck is gonna give accountability like that. I ain't kissing no feet if we in fucking conflict, bitch. Now, once the conflict settles and we get to a point of solution, we can hand out apologies then. But I ain't kissing no motherfucking feet of somebody that I got beef with, somebody that's saying that I motherfucking fucked the team of fucking players about to fuck up my motherfucking marriage in this fucking $9 million house. I know my ass can't afford it by myself. You got me fucked up. No, 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 no. We say no, 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 no. All right. So at any rate, I put Angela's coming off real negative, like real nasty. Like I would wonder if her and Charles, or her and Amari, or something like, if they had got into it before she left. Like her energy has been a dark cloud this whole trip, the whole trip so far. We'll see how part 2 or episode 2 goes, episode 3, but it's not looking very positive in sunlight and sunshine for Miss Angela Oakley right now. Next thing I put, Gay Gay is diabolical. Yeah, yeah. And then I put Not on the couch, ready to be straight again. And for those who don't know, K. Michelle has told that story quite a bit. As far as the girl jumping on her new, I didn't know it was a brand new car, but she said the girl jumped on her car. I remember her bringing up that relationship on the Breakfast Club, the lesbian relationship that she had. You and your lesbian relationship.
I said that we was gay, girl.
So yeah, I did enjoy this time though at the table. I said this convo is what we need more of. Like we need a balance from all the drama and just constant bickering. And then I put Kelly and Drew. That was a nice moment. It looked like they really bonded over what they were going through at the table. And then later on in the bedroom, but we'll get there. Not bedroom, but in the in the girls' room. So anyway, not Tasty Black neck and neck with Netflix.
It's in lesbian.
Oh my God, I almost spit my drink out when she said that shit. And then I put, Drew, that was a good housewife move. I ain't gonna lie, because you've been fading into the black. So for her to bring up the Candy Shamea shit, that was good. However, I put, bitch, you just ruined the mood. Or well, I put that from Portia. That was funny. And then I also, earlier when I said Drew might be getting her lit back here and there, same as Angela with the confessionals calling Portia a hoe, that might have been like a piece of a lit back. I put I can't stand Portia when she said, bitch, you just ruined the mood. But let's see. Then I put not, yeah, I think she is sweeter than you, LOL. When Shamea said that, that shit took me out. She still apologized. She was accountable for it. Wasn't the best move, but I think it's true. Editing Tyson again. By the way, these earbuds, let me mute. Hold up. Shout out Rodney the voice, but let me mute them real quick. All right. By the way, these earbuds, it sounds like only one part is getting up the microphone on the left side. So sorry if that's how it sounds when I'm editing and my little 2 cents. By the way, let's go ahead and tackle this real quick. It wasn't appropriate. While I did say that in the video, family is family is family is family. So if you want to bring up that I slept my way up to get to the top, that you didn't have to lay on your back, because that's Angela said that first to Shamea. Let's be very clear. Shamea was about the only one that didn't touch Charles and Angela's marriage last year, and we're talking about what's happening on this season. We ain't talking about season 16 no more. I mean, we can reference it, but like a lot of y'all trying to reach for shit that didn't happen. She was about the only one season 16 that didn't discuss Angela and Charles' dynamic. If I'm not mistaken. However, this season, when you tell me I didn't have to get on my back to get off my feet, that's you, Shamina. Okay, so now we talk about family. That's gonna put me, or could put me, in a spot with Gerald and in my career professionally with the NBA and the Hawks players. So now, yes, I'm gonna tell Amari that she's sweeter than her mother. Absolutely. Let's weigh the two out and see which one really matters. Y'all be doing that same thing when people address somebody's parenting and try to use your kid as a shield. Don't talk about my child. No. She said, you're sweeter than your mother. It ain't like she called the girl a bitch. She didn't call out her name, none of that. She didn't have to do it, but Angela didn't have to address Gerald. She could have kept the beef right at Shamea, Shamina, Shahoa, Shalaya, whatever she want to call her. So, since we're going for family, Amari is fair game. And what she said wasn't even that bad. So, never mind. I take back what the fuck I said. Fire with fire, baby. That's what we do over here. That shit was funny. Let's see. What did I put next? Not approached but spoke to. Yeah, let's clarify because I didn't approach your daughter. See, these women like when you put certain words in certain order, it puts more heavier on it than what the fuck it actually is. So I like that Shamea clarified that. I ain't approached, but I did spoke to her. She offered us some water, whatever the fuck, and I said that. And then I put Drew, great go naked wig in your new confessional. However, you are projecting. You and Angela both are taking out on Shamea and whoever else what y'all really what y'all really want to get off your chest with Portia. So it's actually y'all that's projecting, baby. Look in the mirror, baby. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. So at any rate, I put Shamea should have said, was it appropriate to start conflict at your mother's memorial event? That's what I would have said. What I really would have actually said was, I would have taken it to hell. I would have said, I'm not going to say what I would have said because I said it on the phone with my friend and it was a lot. So I'm going to keep what I was going to say. But, no, I would have said, yeah. I would have said, you know what, Angela, respectfully, we're at an event for your mother. I came here in peace and wanted to move forward with you in whatever way that looks like. However, I'm going to get gone like your mother before I cuss you the fuck out. That's what I would have said. And that's what I need Shamea to do at this fucking reunion. Cuss their ass the fuck out. Cuss their ass out. Shamea, cuss them hoes out. I hope you cuss them out at the reunion. Please don't make me forget. Please don't make me forget is not a word. Please don't make me regret windmilling for your ass these last few episodes. Cuss their ass out like Kenya at the reunion and cross your motherfucking legs, Shamea. Morton Mwangi. So at any rate, let me get that back. So, yeah, that's what I would have said. But Shamea, she do got that cutthroat in her now because she got Phaedra together season 9 reunion, and that's when she was about to get a Peach season 10. So she got it in her. We just got to see what she do. But at any rate, next I put Rita in your Baltimore, LOL, and then I put Rita in Portia voice, LOL. She ended up not doing either one because if that's Pinky's impression of Portia, she need to put that shit back on herself. Then I put, did we get any food? And then I put Phaedra's pure baloney confessional. And then I put Angela on Angie. You apologize to Phaedra. She ain't apologized. She ain't say shit. You pretty much sat there and kissed the ring. Now she poking holes in your shit in the confessional. Oh, Lord. Lap dogs down 20 points. Oof. Then I put, ooh, Shamea shaking the table. Then I put, Prince of Kenya, bitch. I know that's right. Then she said, this soup is wonderful. I don't care what nobody says. Shamea won that shit. She brought her receipts. She proved that Angela was a liar. Angela was trying to use hearsay like, oh, you're a liar because I didn't say she said that. I said, I thought that. No, Angela. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, Angie. No, ma'am. Oh, my God. You was doing so good last season. Except for giving Portia that award if she said she fuck your nigga. So that should have been a sign right there. My next point, I put Kelly's ex is delusional.
You must be delusional.
I put, for my next point, 200 million. 200 million. I didn't put that, but I just got to walk it back a little bit. At any rate, I put, Drew, this is the realest I've ever seen you. Like when she was crying on that bed, I was like, oh, I think we're actually getting Drew Jordan, not Drew Sadora, not Drew meeting up with Kenya and doing Mimi Mama exercises like me in fucking High School Musical. Like we getting the actor scene going. Like this is the realest I've ever seen Drew. And felt connected to her as a person. And she's been on the show for 5 seasons or 4, so that's a little worrisome. But you know, wait, 5 seasons, 4? She's come on season 13 or season? No, 12 was the 12 was the virtual reunion. uh, yeah, you're right. I'm unforgettable, bitch. But at any rate, let's see. Next, I think everybody drunk. And then I put, Phaedra, what the fuck is you saying at the end? And then I also put, okay, Pastor P. And then I put, oh, you care about that house though. Let's not do that, Portia. You care about that house. Now, from what I heard, she actually owes $5 million on the house, not 7. So I mean, if I don't know if she's gonna be making the $2 million that she allegedly was making before she left Housewives, but she might be making 1 point something. Excuse me. And then I don't know if she's back at Dish Nation. I don't know how the Go Naked sales are going and the Portia sheets and all that shit. I mean, she might be able to pull it off, but she very much so is trying to keep that house because invisible competition with Shamea. And then also just appearances and looks in general. And then I put go to y'all rooms and masturbate. Portia get on my fucking nerves. Oh my God, the glamour magic ain't working. I still know you psychotic, but that shit was funny as hell when she said that. As far as the preview for the next episode, I'm interested to see where this mother conversation goes. I really am. And then it'll be nice to watch them play some games and just chill the fuck out. Because like I said, we really haven't had that much chill the fuck out. It's been conflict almost every fucking episode. And like I said, some of us have been watching since the inception of Housewives. Some of us came along on some Zeus shit. And they like to see re-fulfilled every damn episode. That ain't what I watch Housewives for. I mean, granted, we're in a new direction. Portia's the anchor. It's reflecting in the show, but you know, neither here nor there. All in all, I think it was a decent episode. Shamea held her own against Angela. Angela looked crazy in this episode. There were accusations that I mentioned on another review that Shamea was trying to put forth allegedly, about Charles and Angela using those donations from their charity last year to gamble. If that is what's going on, that aggression that Angela has for Shamea makes sense. If that's not what's going on, and it's truly just you laughed at Portia saying she fucked my nigga, then Angela is a loser.
Girl, they throwing tomatoes at me.
I'm so confused. I don't understand. I don't understand. And it's going to be interesting to watch people try to contort Angela's rage towards Shamea this episode into what it's not. It's going to be very interesting to watch the reception. Because I almost can guarantee people are not going to call it what it looks like from this episode, but it looks like Shamea is very much on your Richter scale, Angela. Very much so. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought of the episode down below. I'll get back to y'all on the next video. And if there's any shows y'all want me to review, let me know. I'm about to watch this movie, do a review on this. It's got some prominent actors in it. Somebody I'm very, very proud of. So with that being said, yeah, y'all get down below. And let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? I'm ready for the rest of the Scotland trip. I am ready for that. I will say that's one thing I can give Real Housewives of Atlanta is we're anxious to see what's gonna come next, and I feel like we haven't had that in a couple of years. But yeah, with that being said, I will catch you on the next episode or the next video. Peace.